Let me mess with you a little bit. Right now you're watching a video of me editing a video that you will watch before this one. I hope it makes sense.
3:28 a.m.
What's happening? What's happening? What have I missed? I'm back again with another follow-up video on the FN 509 Tactical. As you can see right there. The last video I made about this firearm, I was talking about some light primer strike issues that I was having, and you'll be happy to know I fixed those problems. Oh boy! Yeah! In the last video I mentioned that I was running trigger spring kits from M-Carbo to lighten the trigger pull a little bit, but I was having some issues with that, some light primer strikes, which made the firearm unreliable. So to kind of figure out a way to still keep the trigger weight low but the firearm reliable, what I did, as I mentioned in the last video, I put the factory springs back on the upper or the slide, and then I kept the M-Carbo springs on the frame. And boy, I just ran 250 rounds over the past 2 days, and this thing ran flawlessly. And for all you out there, there's no ammo around me. All my mags have been cleared. Speaking of mags, your boy did something. I also got myself a holster because I think this baby is now reliable. I can run it, trust it, carry it, train with it. That's why I went all in. But I didn't just stop there. Wait. This will be a fun project. What I'm gonna do to this slide, my goodness, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Another day, whenever I get a chance, I'll talk about how I got all of these for a pretty sweet deal. All right, back to the firearm. Notice that compared to the previous videos, I made some changes here as well. I know a lot of people in the past gave me a hard time because I was running the Olight, blah, 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 all that stuff. They do the same thing, okay? They do the same thing. You switch, it's on. You hit it, it's off, all right? And then the red dot. Of course, I went with Holosun. I would have liked to go with something else, like a 508T. I don't know, I like that flat top on the 508T. Got some extra mags here, and I'm running one of them right there. So in total, I have 5 24 rounder now. Speaking of mags, in my last run trip, I noticed an issue with my older mags. The problem is I noticed that they're not locking back. Now before you jump in the comment section and tell me, you know, when I hold that, I ride the slide stop, slide release, and that's why they're not locking back. I'll show you what the problem is. This is one of the old mags. Watch this. I'm gonna grip it from here, okay? So you all know that I am not riding this thing. You see that? You see that? Now watch this. New mag. Okay? Watch this. I didn't even have to rush it. I'm pulling slowly and it locks. Funny thing is, I thought it was only with my extended mags, but this one also started to do it. But to fix it, what I did was I pulled the spring that's inside. I try to stretch them out a little bit so that they will push the follower up. This section of the follower is what comes in contact with a bar. And when the follower pushes the bar up, it lifts the slide stop and slide release, which causes the slide to lock back. Real simple. This is where the follower is supposed to be pushing up on this bar, and this bar is connected to the slide stop, slide release. If the follower doesn't push this bar high enough, the slide doesn't lock back when it comes back. And an empty mag. You got that? The reason why I'm not doing the Apex job, honestly, is because even though they came out with the jig, I'm worried that I might crack this frame. And as I mentioned in the previous video, you don't see OD green frames anymore, like OEM OD green. I'm not talking about Cerakoting or whatever. I want to keep this thing as authentic as possible. And that's the reason why I'm not even doing any work on the slide. I want to keep it as stock as possible and just do external cosmetic stuff that do not change the nature of the firearm, so to speak. This leads me to why in the deal I also picked up the slide. Ah, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. What I'm gonna do with this slide, man, my goodness. It may not be safe for YouTube. Just saying, hey, YouTube, it's a joke, okay? Just joking, all right? So there's that. That's about it for today. Just a quick recap of what I've done over the weekend. To all of you out there who run the M-Carbo springs, if you run into light primer strikes and your gun has become unreliable, you may want to consider putting back the OEM springs up top. So I'm talking about the striker spring and the safety plunger spring. Put those two back in there. You should be Gucci. And the trigger pull is not so bad, honestly. I think I'm in like 5 pound or so. What I love about it is that it's the same pull every time. It just gets a little lighter the warmer the gun is, but it's the same predictable hard wall right there. It's well defined, and then you pull through it and it breaks. Now this does not take care of the greediness, okay? You can hear that. This thing is crunching, but it works. Anyways, that's all for me today. Did a little bit of shopping, and you happy I got a Surefire? You happy I got a Holosun? You happy I'm broke now? Anyways, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your time, and I do hope you enjoyed the rest of your week or weekend, depending on when you're watching this. All right? Take care. God bless. See you in the next one. Peace. Oh, boy! Yeah!